All right, everybody, welcome back to Shorty Car Mods. Shower thought, being that I'm short at 4 feet tall, if I mod one of my cars, does that make it a Shorty Car Mod? Anyway, this video is brought to you by our sponsors, the like button. Check it out right below the video. You can click on it, it does pretty cool things. And also, my clothing line, quality content at qcathletics.com, because at least at the time I'm recording this video, I'm not sure about when it goes up, there are some blue GT joggers. If you're interested, they are very comfortable and they have zipper pockets, which you can't see, but I'm trying to hold up. And that way your stuff won't fall out of your pockets, and it's cool. Check them out. Link in the description. Let's start off with number 19, an external defroster. What a time to be alive. I feel like the person installing this actually just did something sneaky to do the owner a favor without them realizing. The owner brought this thing and they're like, I see really cool cars have this thing on the hood, and I don't know what it does, but I think my car would look really cool if it had one. And the shop owner's like, well, I want to make money off this person, but also, I'd rather not just adhesive on a parachute to the front of their car, because this is probably something that's just like stickered onto the hood. So I'll mount it backwards. They won't know the difference because they don't even know what an air intake is supposed to do. And that way, we both win. I get money, their car doesn't have a parachute, and it all works out just fine. Someone was certainly on demonetized when they thought this was a good idea. I mean, it's a good message, right? Don't do demonetized, kids. It's very not good. I'm not entirely sure why they did the exclamation point. It's like they were trying to avoid IRL demonetization by changing the words by putting an exclamation point instead of the actual letter in there. That way, you know, a black sensor bar can't just drop down from the sky and adhere to their vehicle. Long boy. It looks a bit like a van pooping out another van, kind of like a BMW i8 looks like a BMW pooping out a Porsche 911 at the back. Said that a few times, but if you haven't really paid attention to it, just look at one. Just look at one next time you see it. This doesn't seem very safe though. You know, you accelerate a little bit too quickly or you go on a hill, the whole load shifts to the back of the car and all of a sudden you're wheeling with no control, or it just snaps off. Yeah, maybe not the safest idea to do, but I guess if it works and you've figured out the balance and all that stuff. Engines are relatively heavy, so they're probably keeping it sort of down depending upon how much you're putting back there. Downforce. Actually, you're incorrect. This is not downforce. This is supposed to be lift. You see, this is the car of a superhero, and sometimes they're getting chased by the bad guys, all right? They're on a windy cliffside road. It's a massive drop into the ocean on the other side. They look for an opening in the guardrail as they're trying to escape. They go for it, and because of the amazing wing on the top of their car that provides lift, not downforce, they're actually able to glide to safety, and right before they hit the ocean, the wheels retract into the car. It turns into an amphibious vehicle, and it's able to boat away. A fantastic, daring escape. Car abuse is real. Oh no, that poor thing. They actually took a pretty cool car, C7 Stingray, and they were like, you know what we should do? We should just tack on some quad exhausts on either side of the fenders that don't actually connect to anything. It's just, we just drilled pipes into the side of the car. And then also what we have to do is we have to put lights facing sideways on the hood of the car so that we can blind people driving next to us, so that even though we're probably trying to get their attention so they'll look at this really cool car, they just won't be able to see anything at all because they're just gonna be blind. Unless the lights aren't even functional, I honestly have no idea. Please don't be functional because, good God, that would be annoying. My friend just sent me this and I can't tell if it's the worst car mod ever or the best one I've ever seen because of how well it's done. I'm confused and scared. Help me. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I don't even know what this car started off life as, what kind of Ford. I like how they didn't even remove the Ford badging, they just kept it there. But that's an incredibly well done Veyron inspired kit. And it's like, they didn't go too overboard in the Veyron department. They kept the grille as it was before. They didn't do the horseshoe thing in the front, which would have looked out of place on this. Like, it's just really well done. This is, I don't even know if this is awful taste but great execution. This is just This deserves an episode on Jay Leno's Garage or something. This is amazing. I want to see what the interior looks like. If they did something that also fits, it takes inspiration, but also kind of fits that it was a Ford. You could afford this Veyron, potentially. Whoever did it put a lot of work into it. That's really cool. I like it. Saw on Snapchat and knew it belonged here. Well, you don't have to worry about anyone seeing it, because it'll just blind everyone around before they actually get a good look because of the chrome wrap. I can't tell what's going on with the wheels. How many lugs are in there? Is this like a 20 lug nut wheel? And then are they like bent in on the side? Is it just like flat dinner plate? Also, the wheel arches are really asymmetrical, and I'm pretty sure even though it's stationary, it's already rubbing right there, which it seems like, I don't know, if I'm the shop owner, maybe I should address that before the owner drives their car away and is like, I wonder what this sound is. Probably no big deal. No issues going on here. Peak tire stickering. I mean, I guess it's not hurting anyone. I wouldn't do it to my car. Also, tire stickers over time, just because there's oil in the compound of the rubber, they get really like gross and oily, and you have to replace them if you don't want them just looking bleh. So even though they can look kind of cool and more racy sometimes, it's just, I don't know, it's like too much of a headache how they start looking awful after a very short period of time. I'm sure that parents driving with their kids in the car are very happy when they see a Mustang next to them with that on the tires, and they're like, don't look over there, little Jimmy. How is this even legal? What the forkery is this? Which is the front? Oh, I guess the front would be the one with the mirrors on it. I wonder if the owner ever actually gets into the wrong side of their car. I wonder if this is still a functional back seat. Can you get into it? Which way do the seats face? Do the seats also face backwards, or do all the seats face forwards, but it's just the car is symmetrical? I really wonder, dude. Also, I feel like it's amazing that they haven't gotten pulled over. Maybe they know the local police or something, and the police are like, it's just so-and-so. They're up to their crazy hijinks yet again. Let them go ahead. No problems here. I'm sure it doesn't fit any safety or crash regulations, but we'll let them do it. The car we all drew in kindergarten. The good old shoe car. Heck yeah. At least it looks fairly aerodynamic. They didn't just do like a box, right? So it also, hey man, what an absolute unit this car is. It has an address. When's the last time you saw a car with an address? And it's for sale. This car comes with a certificate of occupancy. Okay, you gotta pay property taxes on this car. It comes with the parking space that it's in. You actually get to own that plot of land, and that's why it comes with an address. Yours for the low, low price of only $1 million, because this is in San Francisco. The elusive John Deere trike caught in the wild. It's a Reliant Robin. Do you guys never watch the Reliant Robin video from Top Gear? Okay, this is not very stable. Definitely not recommended. Also, it just like they extended it beyond the front of the car as well, which means all that weight of the car is just on whatever little support rods they have going to that front wheel there. And when you turn, because that wheel has to turn, you're gonna, oh my God, how does that wheel, like, they had to put the turning into that thing, and then it's gonna flip over. It's such a bad idea. Don't do that. You've got mail. Oh my God. It's so dumb. And then ice cream. Hey, I want some ice cream, dude. I'll take some ice cream over a mailbox on my car exhaust. Also, oh, it's got so much smoke coming out of the back. You could be running much more efficiently without that happening there, by the way. But in any case, I bet that it's not, I don't actually drive around like this. It's probably just got one of those like gigantic muffler exhausts hanging out of the back, and they're like, you know, it'd be funny is if this is the right size to just slip a mailbox over it, and I wonder if when you put it give it some revs, if it'll open the door. And lo and behold, it worked as everyone hoped it would. Got a switch and made a realization when I got home. It does look like that, I'm not gonna lie. Wow, it's like the windshield even takes the place of the screen of the Switch. Almost looks like you paint to sample this. Like, it's incredibly accurate. Wow, just add some buttons to the hood of your car and then a few on the wing right there, and then you could like make an Instagram account that's Switch_car or something like that, and people would love it. You would get Instagram famous, you get lots of sponsor offers, and then you could just keep using those to pay for upgrades to your car. It'd be amazing. Oh man, did I score today. Looped around the block to get these bad boys. Even got busted by the owner taking pics. What did it... It's like a... It's as if you were trying to like make a Lamborghini Urus, but it's out of paper. So it kind of looks flimsy and not really well put together, like it's gonna fall apart. But it also looks pretty accurate and you can tell what's going on. What did it start life as, though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Also, it's got like old Mercedes S-Class looking wheels, which is a strange combination to do. Oh yeah, you got that sick wing, dude. The sick fender flares, which just kind of look like you took cardboard boxes and like taped them to the side. Wait, what is it? Oh, it's a Honda Crosstour. All right. I don't know why you would leave the... Why would you leave the Crosstour badge on your car? That I can't really figure out. I feel like you'd want to commit to what you're turning the car into, which is a Lamborghini. But then you just can't. It's my Lamborghini Crosstour. Hey guys, just got my new Lamborghini Crosstour here. Fun to drive around the Hollywood Hills. Also, why did they relocate the license plate? Like, the license plate area was perfectly intact, but then they just decided to move the license plate down so that the bottom screw holes were used as the top screw holes, and you just have emptiness here. And now your license plate is rubbing against bodywork on your car, scraping it up. Why did you do that? You had no reason to. You didn't have to. Oh, anyway. Yep, nope. Demonetized. Oh man, we've also definitely seen this car on the subreddit before, but it was in a different place under different context. I guess this thing just makes appearances all over. I don't even need to react. This man's has summed it up perfectly. There we go. That's all you needed to see. Hooker. Fishing saved me from becoming a demonetized. Now I'm just a hooker. I get the joke. It's a funny haha. I don't know why you'd put it on the back of your car, but I guess it gives everyone a chuckle and also allows parents to explain to their kids who just started sitting in the front seat, hey, mommy, what does that mean on the car in front of me? And they have to either tell them the truth or come up with a quick lie on the spot. Found in the wild. Dodge owes me. I have spent $1,000 a year replacing Dodge's poorly forking engineered brakes and piece of short Mopar parts. Save a 98 Dodge Ram, throw a bank at it every forking year. I've spent more money maintaining my Ram than I have spent on maintenance on all my cars all my life. Oh no, that doesn't sound great. Well, okay, so I guess you'd have to put the calculation in here, right? If you're spending $1,000 a year on parts, they must have decided, though, that would be cheaper than whatever they'd have to do as a down payment and financing and maintenance to go into a new car or a new used car. So, but then you have to incorporate how much time it's actually spending in the shop where you're not able to use it and possibly without a car. There's a lot of calculations that have to go into it, but you have to determine what the value is of your time. I'm losing you all here. You're like, can you stop? Can you stop going into the economics of this and whether or not he should replace his car? And the top for the last month. Why, just why? I don't remember. Have we seen this or have we just seen other cars like it? I don't know. There's too many. I can't keep track of them all. It's almost more of an awful taste but great execution because it looks like they put a lot of effort into this. It's just questionable. And also, why is it driving on the wrong side of the road? This definitely isn't the UK. Is the tailgate down because they put a bunch of subwoofers in the back there and that allows the acoustics to just more effectively blast out so that everybody else can hear the tunes. Hey man, it's a good gym too, especially during quarantine when gyms are closed. All you have to do is 10 reps of getting in and out of your car and you've got your workout for the day. There you have it. That was the whole reason to do this, obviously. Also the Instagram on the side, which, you know, you gotta do. Actually, to be fair, okay, so the Instagram on the side of the car, the reason that I think most people do it is because then what they can claim is, oh, so this car is actually advertising my business, which is on Instagram because I'm an influencer business. And so therefore, they either, in some cases, if they have a very wild accountant, will just expense the entire car purchase, or it's on a lease and they're expensing the lease. So next time you see a car with an Instagram logo on the side, they're actually possibly partly doing it for the economical sense rather than just because they want Instagram followers. So anyway, there you go. That's it for the last month of Shorty Car Mods. Make sure to like if you like. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch more of this subreddit. Subscribe if you're not already. Hit the bell even if you are. And once again, QC Athletics if you're interested in the joggers, which may or may not still be in stock. But there's lots of other stuff if they're not. Okay, see you later.